Hey there, it's Boots Owen here. I explained to you in the first video about this Dualit toaster that I found it on the street, and I had a look at it and thought that the elements had moisture within, and if we get a close up there you can see the little tungsten filaments and it's a bit green, so it looks like it's been damp in the past. Maybe still is a bit damp, but I have a feeling that I'm just going to try it today. I have a correction to make on the last video. I said it was £20 to buy these elements on eBay and it looks more like 30. I guess 20 must have been for a smaller toaster with fewer elements. And then another clarification or another bit of information is that the difference between the central three elements and the two end ones is that these are 500 watt, I think, and the end ones are about 350 or 370. It says center, 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 and then it says end and end. It's got to do with the wattage, so these heat up more to radiate it on both sides. I can't quite understand it because surely you'd just wind it so that the tungsten was all on one side, clip it in and bring it back on the other side, but that's not how they've chosen to do it, so it is what it is. I'm going to reassemble the toaster and switch it on, see what happens. So looking in here, we have little, let's get a pin. Looking in here, we have little fins folded out on the sides of the toaster, and they, I presume, will hold these in place. So it might take me a few attempts. It just slides in like that. Let's begin over here. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to get that nut on, but I'll manage somehow. Okay, I've lost the washer. Let's start again. Very strange. Okay, well, it's gone. And the neutral. I'll reconnect over here the live and the neutral into the timer, or out of the timer I should say. Over here I'll adjust and put in place this bar which locks the elements from falling down. And then will I bother? I won't bother putting the base on it yet. I'll see if it works. So okay, so we can see inside. Let's try and line it up so that we can get a view in of all the elements. That should do it. We've got it switched to 4. Let's switch it to 2 and see if that switch is broken. And let's pray. It is getting warm. No smoke. Doesn't smell like burning. It is hot, but I can't see any of the elements getting visibly red. Even if let's turn off this light. It's definitely quite hot. So remembering the way it was, it doesn't feel particularly hot over here. Warmer, very hot, very hot. So maybe the 2 and the 4 thing is working on it. If I switch it on to 4, you can definitely hear it crackling now on this side more. We're down to 2 minutes. Now I've just plugged it out because I want to show you another toy that I got, which is this thing. It's a kind of an energy analyzer. So let's put that there with this plugged into it. And it might give us some clues as to what's going on. Okay, we're back live again, and this is just setting itself up. But while it's setting itself up and testing, it is passing electricity through itself. That's the frequency, 49.93 hertz. It says we're not drawing any current, which doesn't make sense because it is hot. And this little light's on here. You can see it flickering here. It doesn't flicker in real life. Okay, so this is what's going on with the voltage. So we've got 220 volts. It's drawing 8.7 amps. So let's see if we switch it over to 2-slice. It goes down to 5.4 amps, so I have a feeling this is working. Volts. So it's drawing 1.2 kilowatts. The timer's timed out and it's gone to 0, so that's good. It does make a lot of crackling noises. Turn it back on again. So it's drawing 1.19 kilowatts on 2 slices. And then it goes up to roughly 2 kilowatts, 1.193 kilowatts for 4 slices. Quite hot. Seems to be working. There's no visible redness inside like a toaster that I would have seen in the past, but that doesn't worry me because I can feel the heat off it. I guess the real test is to put some toast in it. I don't have any toast out in the garage. So what I might do is give it a good clean up, let it burn for a while, and get some toast. Excellent. So to summarize then just how far I've got so far, I've taken it apart, let it dry out, put it back together, and I've got a toaster that costs roughly somewhere between 160 and 200 and something pounds, I think, from what I can find on the internet. And maybe this isn't the same kind of commercial model, but they're still not cheap. A very expensive toaster for small money that works, and it was on the street, so I've no idea why it's on the street, unless like somebody put something obnoxious in it. Let's try putting a piece of timber in it. Yeah, it gets warm. Don't know what that test would prove. This unit here also does 3-phase. So while I've got it wired for single phase, it gives you line 1, line 2 and line 3. The line voltages across the 3 phases. We're only considering between L1, which is phase and neutral. And it's designed to work that way as well. It also is quite fancy in that it has an output for data collection, which I will never use, I suspect, but you could if that was your thing. So you can see it's drawing 2 kilowatts, but you can also wait and see that it has cumulatively drawn 0.2 kilowatt hours. And that's what you pay for when you're buying electricity. It's quite a handsome way of heating up the garage, I reckon. 2 kilowatt toaster. Wonder would it just burn all day long? It is designed to. Excellent. Thanks for watching.